I'd like to talk this week about screencasting for my weekly tech tip, which um, is kind of an odd thing for me to talk about in a tech tip because it is really the tool that I use to create most of these. Screencasting is basically um, using a tool that makes a video out of the the stuff that's on your screen. So right now I am screencasting. You can see me move my cursor around the screen. If I click between different windows, you can see those, and it captures it to a video along with my voice. And this is being used in a lot of classrooms in a new innovative way, in a method that's being termed flipping the classroom. And I'm not exactly sure that's an official term yet, but it's starting to catch on. And what flipping your classroom is involves reversing the order of things that you normally do. So, typically in a classroom, you'd have some direct instruction, and then you give homework. It's a lot more complicated than that, I know, but generally homework is done at home and direct instruction is done in the classroom. And with screencasting, some teachers are starting to reverse that and do direct instruction as homework and doing homework in the classroom. And what this allows those teachers to do is to spend more time working one-on-one with students or working in small groups, a lot more time differentiating instruction, and being more responsive to the students. And so the way they do this is they use tools for screencasting, and these are coming to be everywhere. One example of a resource that uses screencasting is Khan Academy, and Khan Academy is really a collection of online tutorials or lessons for almost every kind of math concept you can think of, and these are teacher created and submitted video tutorials, and this is a resource that's provided free of charge. So if you're a math teacher and would like to use this as a resource in your classroom, this is available. If you are a student and need help with understanding a concept in math, this is available. If you're a parent and would like to have some other resources at home to help your student with their math, this is available. And this technique has actually been most commonly used in schools for math instruction, especially in the upper levels. So let's say, for instance, your student is in a calculus or a trigonometry class. A lot of parents don't remember how to do math or at that level, and so having this resource allows them to still help their student at home. And so there's a couple different types of tools for this. There's the tool that you download and install. That's a program on your computer. And there's a few different really good tools for this. One common one is Jing, Jing. And Jing is nice because it's cross-platform. You can get it for the Mac or the PC. For the PC, I recommend Camstudio. It's another free open source program, and this is going to be kind of strange. Because I'm gonna attempt to demonstrate how to use Camstudio within creating this screencast that I'm using another tool called Screencast-O-Matic. But the way that Camstudio and Jing is very, very similar to, the way these will work is you'll have different options for different types of file formats. In Camstudio, you can either do an SWF file, that's a shockwave file, or you can do an AVI file. I typically will use AVI files for most things because they're editable with Windows Movie Maker. I have different options here. I can do full screen, fixed region. I can choose not to do audio. I can choose to do audio from my microphone or the speakers. There's just a number of options here that are good. I'm gonna go ahead and, instead of do full screen, I'm gonna choose region. And what this will allow me to do is draw a rectangle around the area I want to capture, and I'm gonna hit record. And I'm just gonna record a small section right here, just for illustration purposes. And you can see here, it puts up these little markers on the side showing the corners of what's being captured. So that'll be my viewfinder for this. I can go and do different things. If I wanted to, I could open up a slideshow and draw these around there and do a presentation of a slideshow that way. I could pull up another program and show you that. There's just lots of different ways you can use this. And so when I'm done, I hit stop, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to call this test 2. It's going to compress it, and I should be able to play it back here in a moment after it finishes compressing. And here it is. So here's my the video it's created. So that's my little video. The other option, rather than doing a download, is to use a web-based, and that's what I'm using here with Screencast-O-Matic. I like Screencast-O-Matic because it allows up to 15 minutes, and it's a fairly high-quality video, and it lets me upload right to YouTube. But there's a ton of other options here, a ton of other tools out there that do pretty much the same thing. Screen Toaster, Screencastle, ScreenR, WhoopID, ScreenJelly. These are all different online screencasting tools. And the last tool I want you to know about is something that that any teacher here in our building with an active board will have, and that's if you have active Inspire software. So if you're teaching your class and there's a part of your lesson that you'd like to capture to make available for your students to watch again later, if you go up to the tools, go down to more tools, there is a screen recorder, and you can either do full screen or an area selection, and that will generate a video too, and then you can publish that video on online on YouTube, on Vimeo and Blip, anywhere that will host a video for you. You could publish that, and then your students would have that as a resource they can go back to. So let's say you're demonstrating something on your whiteboard, and it would benefit some of your students to be able to watch that again. Or if, let's say, you have absent students, and they would need to see something that you did in class, rather than having to teach it all over again, if you could send them to the recording. There's plenty of applications for this, and the software manufacturers have made it fairly simple for you to use these. Additionally, if you don't use Promethean boards, let's say you're using a smart board, the Smart Notebook software also has this feature. In fact, I think on smart boards or Smart Notebook, you get the little smart board tool window, and that has a record video capture button right on it. So that's screencasting. It's definitely worth a look, and it certainly is one of those tools that is transforming some classrooms out there.